This video will show you how to add headings to a web page in Desire2Learn. Headings are important because they provide structure to your document, which improves usability for everyone and is essential to users of assistive technologies. First, go to the D2L course page you want to edit. Choose the Edit tool from the Actions menu. There are 6 levels of headings. Heading 1 through 6. Heading 1 represents the highest level and 6 represents the lowest. It's important to use headings in the proper descending order. Heading 1 is like the title of a book, so you will use heading 1 for the title of the web page, and it is only used once. Highlight the text and select Heading 1. Heading 1 in this case has a predetermined style associated with it, so when we change the text to a Heading 1, the look of it changes to that style. Heading 2s are like the book's chapter titles and are the second most important headings. They represent the major chunks of information on the page. There can be multiple Heading 2s. If you have subsections under Heading 2, their headings will be a Heading 3, and so on. Usually most web pages don't use beyond a Heading 4. Finally, don't forget to click on the Update button to save. This video will show you how to add lists to a web page in Desire2Learn. Lists are important because they provide structure to your web page, which improves usability for everyone and is essential to users of assistive technologies. Bulleted lists, also known as unordered lists, work best when the order doesn't matter. Numbered lists, also known as ordered lists, work best when the order or sequence is important. First, go to the D2L course page you want to edit. Choose the Edit tool from the Actions menu. Next, select the content you want to make into a list. Then go to the toolbar and click on the Unordered List icon if the order doesn't matter, or select the Ordered List from the drop-down menu if the order is important. In this case, I will choose the Unordered List since the order doesn't matter. The items now are formatted as an unordered list. Finally, don't forget to click on the Update button to save. This video demonstrates how to add alt text to image and non-text elements in Desire2Learn. Alt text helps visitors to your web page who use assistive technologies like screen readers understand the meaning of the image without seeing it. First, go to the Desire2Learn course page you want to edit. Choose the Edit tool from the Actions menu. Then place your cursor where you want to insert the image and click on the Insert Image icon on the toolbar. The Add a File window will open. Browse to the image location either on your computer or in your course offering files. In this case, I have an image on my desktop that I want to use. So I select my computer from the Add a File window and click the Upload button. Navigate to where the image is and click on Open. If you would like to organize your files, click on the Choose Destination button and select Images folder. This will store your image inside of the Images folder. If you don't have an Images folder, you can create one by clicking the New Folder link. In this case, I already have an Images folder, so I just select it and click on the Select a Path button, then click Done. The Provide Alternate Text window will pop up after you confirm your selection. Type in descriptive text for the image. It's important to write a description that conveys why you are including the image in the page. Why is it important? What point are you trying to make with it? If the image is for decorative purposes, just check this image is decorative instead of writing out alt text. Then click OK. Don't forget to save by clicking Update at the bottom of the page. This video will show you how to make descriptive, meaningful links on a web page in Desire2Learn. Meaningful links are important for all users, especially for blind users using a screen reader. A meaningful link informs the user where the link will take them. First, go to the D2L course page you want to edit and choose the Edit tool from the Actions menu. Select the URL link by highlighting it, right-click, and select Copy. Then go to the toolbar and click on the Insert Quick Link icon. On the Insert a Quick Link window, select URL under the What Do You Want to Insert field, then paste the URL that you just copied into the URL field by right-clicking and selecting Paste. In the Link Caption field, enter text that describes the destination a user will be taken to if they click the link. For this example, my link will take you to the Portland Community College website. So for the meaningful description, I will use Portland Community College website instead of the URL www.pcc.edu or click here, which aren't descriptive. Next, click the Insert button, and don't forget to click on the Update button to save your changes. This video will show you how to add table headers to your data tables. Table headers help organize the data into groups. First, go to the D2L course page you want to edit and choose the Edit tool from the Actions menu. Then put your cursor in one of the table cells you want to mark up as a table header. Then click on the drop-down menu next to the table icon in the toolbar and choose Table Cell Properties. The Table Cells Properties window will pop up. In the Cell Type field, click on the drop-down list and select Header. Next, in the Scope field, click on the drop-down list and select Call. If you were making headers for rows instead of columns, you would do the same steps but change the drop-down list in the Scope field to Row. If you want to make all of the cells in this row into headers, you can choose Update All Cells in this row from this last drop-down menu field. When you are done, click Update. You will know you have successfully changed the row to table headers because the look of the table cells will change. Remember to click Update to save your changes. This video will show you how to check color contrast in Desire2Learn. When applying a color to a font in D2L, this pop-up window will appear. This allows you to choose colors that are accessible. Simply make sure the color you choose is WCAG AA appropriate. WCAG AA are the accessibility standards that the PCC guidelines are based on. Some colors are sufficient contrast if used in a large 18-pixel font, while the same color may be insufficient contrast for smaller text. If you get an X next to the WCAG AA text, your color contrast is insufficient. If you get an exclamation point in a red triangle, that means the text is insufficient contrast for smaller fonts. Choose carefully. This video will show you how to install the Color Contrast Analyzer tool so you can check color contrast on web pages and documents. From the Captioning Guidelines webpage on PCC's accessibility website, follow the Color Contrast Analyzer tool link. Scroll down and look for the Download section and click on the link next to the English version. In the pop-up window that opens up, select Save File and click OK. Find the CCA zipped file in your Downloads folder. Right-click on it to extract the file. Then drag the Color Contrast Analyzer.exe file to your desktop. This is the only file you will need. To learn how to use this tool, see the How to Check Color Contrast video. This video will show you how to check color contrast with the Color Contrast Analyzer tool. Color contrast is important because many people cannot distinguish the differences in color if the contrast is not sufficient. If you haven't yet installed the free Color Contrast Analyzer tool, see the video on how to install the tool. This video will demonstrate how to use the tool. Open the colorcontrast.exe file and make sure you are in the Result Luminosity mode. Click the Foreground Eyedropper tool and hover over and click the foreground or font color. Next, click the background eyedropper tool and hover over and click the background color. There are results for regular size text, which is approximately 12 pixels, and large text, which is 18 pixels or larger. PCC standards are to reach a pass in the AA standards. You don't have to worry about the AAA standards, though you might want to consider something with more contrast. You can see that in this example, the color contrast is sufficient for large text, but not for regular size text. If I want to choose something that works for regular size text, I would need to choose something with more contrast, like this.